Okay, this is my garden update. I know I didn't show planting it, but who don't know how to dig a hole, fill it with water, put a plant in there, and cover it back up with dirt. So I just want to show you a couple of tips of what I've done to help keep my garden free of weeds. One, I had a guy come in with a tiller on a tractor, and I had him till this up real good. It's not a real big garden, but there's only 2 of us that live here. But he tilled this up real good for me. I'm planning on having a tiller for my tractor next year. But then over here, I've got a tiller covered up with a tarp. I keep that in my garden at all times, and I keep that little hole in a shed at all times close to my garden. Now if I don't get to my garden fast enough with that little hole, I use that tiller right there to take out so that the weeds don't grow. I get them as they're still grass and keep it so the weeds don't grow. But hopefully I get that little hoe right there about every other day and get out here and get between my plants. I have jalapeno plants, I have green pepper plants, I have pickle plants, and over there I have tomato plants, and I have cherry tomatoes. I have 2 cherry tomato plants, and the rest are big boys or supersonic or whatever you guys like. But I put in my garden what I like, and I have better boys, big boys, and supersonics. Now if you notice the white at the bottom of my plants, I put that in the cages. That's newspapers, old newspapers I lay down underneath the cages so that I don't have to weed my garden in the cages. That stays free of weeds. It helps to keep moisture on your plants, and it just does real well for trying to keep your weeds out of your garden. I have 6-foot tomato cages. My plants will get 6 foot tall, and I can just reach in them cages, and I have big squares in there. I buy the ones got the big squares, so when I make the cages I can reach right through and I can get me a tomato out. But this is just a little update that I wanted to do. It's not a real big garden, but there's only 2 people that lives here, and there'll be plenty enough in this garden for me and my wife to can for the whole winter. Hopefully now I will be able to do, once we get tomatoes coming on, I'll try to do an update on that, and pickles and squash and the hot peppers. I will try to do a video on that, and then I will try to get some canning videos of me and my wife doing the canning that we do for the winter, and we'll have plenty enough in this little garden to last me and my wife for the whole winter. Thank you very much. God bless. Have a great day.